Wait, it's your...
Yeah, rapper, producer, entrepreneur, Snoop D-O-double-G. Please believe it, that's me. But hold up. Ain't you one half of them Heartbreak Boys?
I'm a huge fan of yours.
Nah, man, I'm a fan of yours. Check this out. If the coach and half the stadium knew what I was about to say, they try to run me out of this town, man. But let me tell you this. I've been following y'all story for quite some time. And I'm pulling for y'all tonight.
Wow. That's amazing. Thank you so much.
For sure, my brother. Now get out there and go do your thing.
Snoop, you know Tommy Matthews?
Tommy! Hey, man, it's a pleasure to meet you, man. I'm such a fan, man.
Hey, likewise.
Love your hard work, your dedication, and how you just put the team and put everything on your back, man. That's beautiful, man. It takes a whole lot to do what you did.
Wow, thanks, man.
Let me tell y'all something. Y'all better get out there and make it count, man. It's a whole lot of schools that's gonna be watching y'all tonight. And I got a feeling I'm gonna see y'all again. Good luck. All out.
Will do.
Thanks, Snoop.
For Shizzle, Snoop? Yo, we just met Snoop D-O-double-G.
I know. That was cool.
What? Let's go do this, man. La-di-da-di-da.
We're poised for something special as the Midwest Prep Showcase gets underway. Fielded at the 6. And he's taken down at the 33.
Nothing here.
So in this matchup of top-ranked quarterbacks, it's QB2 with the chance to strike first on this opening drive. Hauled in by Matthews, and he's out of bounds past the 35. So get this, earlier today I was speaking with Hawks coach Kevin Robbins, and in typical fashion, he did not hold back about today's matchup. He proclaimed his D would be so good against QB2, they'd end up, my word, did he catch that? Yes, he caught it! And he's brought down at the 24. Lots of success through the air on this drive. First carry of the game for Hawk. Really not able to get much before he's tackled. All these kids so thrilled when they found out this year's edition of the showcase would be played at the home of the Kansas City Chiefs, Arrowhead Stadium. This is now a premier event on the high school football calendar. After a minimal pickup, here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap. Here's QB2. To Matthews in space. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Dragons. He used to pass them. Now he catches them. Tommy is back. Now they'll kick the PAT. Make our score 7-0. Following the touchdown, the Dragons are ready to kick it away. Taken at the 4. And he'll be brought down after finding a bit of room up the field. So for the first time in this showcase, we'll get a good look at quarterback Braxton Knight and this dynamic Hawks offense. The drive begins on the ground with Grove. Oh, and he's brought down for a loss of yards. Apparently, the kids on the field weren't the only ones thrilled about this game being at Arrowhead. We've got an incredible turnout for one of the most hyped matchups of this season. Stuffed on the previous play. It's second and long. Knight takes the snap. Thrash brings in his first catch. And he's down at the 40-yard line. A 13-yard pickup. And that's good for a first down. Working from the gun. Here's Knight. Oh, look, the ball's loose. And the defense has it. They flip the field with some great playmaking. The Dragons send out their offense, and this is excellent field position as they begin this drive. What a catch by Maddox! A 23-yard gain, and that's a first down and then some. Up in the backfield, there's Sammy Hawk. The Dragons will run it. And all it takes is one play to move the sticks. A great run there. Already down by a score. This defense trying to slow down the momentum. Gathers the snap. Oh, change of play. They get to QB2 for the sack. He couldn't elude the defense on that. Great pursuit. On second down, he'll drop back. And he'll do it himself. Touchdown. And they stretch their lead. Myers now to add the extra point. They stretch the lead 14-0. After giving up the touchdown, the Hawks are back to receive. He fields it at the 11. And he's down at the 25. Hawks send out their offense. And field general Braxton Knight finds himself in an unusual situation. He's not used to being... Oh, it's a fumble! Now it's picked up going the other way. And they'll have it at the 19-yard line. The Dragons take over on offense. And as they get underway, complacency can be the silent killer. This drive will be key. And a nice move there before they can bring him down. A pickup of 7 on the play. And now it's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. He's on the move. But he's taken down immediately. Doesn't get anywhere on the scramble. 3rd and short, but the defense is thinking pass. Seeking the first. Here's Hawk. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Dragons. They're looking unstoppable right now. Now the try to add one more. point, one of many in this matchup. They're up big right now. Falling further behind on the scoreboard. They're lined up for the return. This will be caught deep in the end zone. Really no need to risk it. He's just going to take a knee for a touchback. So the Hawks are lined up now. They've got to make every play count to have any chance of mounting a comeback. Throwing to start the drive. Here's Knight. And they're unable to hook up on that play. Here comes second down. Arrowhead Stadium, one of the best venues in all of football. And you know who loves it here? The coach, Jonathan Coachman. Big-time Chiefs fan. It's a fumble. Cuts toward the right sideline. A 61-yard gain and one for the highlight reel. This crowd still on its feet. It's first down. In the red zone, looking to throw. This is caught on the 5. They bring him down. Give him 9 there on that completion. Second down on the way. And that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. And coming up shortly, more elite high school football from the Midwest Prep Showcase. The Rock goes to Grove. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawks. And now it's time for the extra point. And they add on one more as they keep chipping away at this deficit. The score now, 21-7. Taken at the 1. And he's taken down at the 28. Here come the Dragons to start the drive. It's just been amazing to see. They've yet to finish a drive without putting points on the scoreboard. Goes deep with this throw. He caught it.
You thought you had it.
And he's all the way home for a touchdown. A show-stopping score from beyond midfield. Here's Myers now for the extra point. And he puts it through. So the scoreboard reads 28-7. Here's the whistle, and now the kick. Fielded in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 26-yard line. First play of the drive for the Hawks. And they really need Braxton Knight to flip a switch and march this offense down the field for points. And they can't make the connection, so it'll be second down. Braxton Knight, easily one of the best quarterbacks in the nation, hasn't faced a double-digit deficit since he became a starter last season. When he gets this offense clicking, it is a sight to behold. The ball comes out. Fires right. It's complete. Scooped up by the
Ain't doing nothing.
And it's all the way back for a touchdown. Now for the point after. It's up and it's good. The tally now 35-7. So as they get set to kick it away, I can't help but think back to what Coach Robbins told me before the game. How his defense was going to shut down QB2. Hadn't exactly happened, and I'd be very interested in hearing his thoughts right about now. And he's not able to do much with it. Just a decent return. Opening play of this drive for the Hawks. And there's Knight making some final preparations as we await the snap. Down the mid. Oh, but now it's loose. The D's got it. They're on the move. He ain't done yet. Loses a defender, and this could be big. And it's all the way back for a touchdown.
Yeah, we dominate today.
Now the kick for one more. And the point after attempt is good. Our score now, 42-7. Following that thrilling fumble return, the Dragons are ready to kick it away. It's taken at the 4. And really not much there as he's tackled just beyond the 20-yard line. The Hawks send out their offense. And now Coach Robbins barking some instructions for Braxton Knight from the sideline. Looking for a receiver. Sends it to throw. Oh, he lost the football. So, yes, there's an obvious reason why they call this the Midwest Prep Showcase. Every year, it's quite literally a showcase of the nation's top players. But this year is the first time they've ever had the top 2 quarterbacks in the country face off. I'm speaking, of course, about QB2 and Braxton Knight. Still 10 yards to go after that incompletion on first. Again, he drops back. He's got a man wide open. And he's tackled at the 41. A 23-yard gain and a first down and much, much more. Lined up in the shotgun. They'll go with the run. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. You know, a high-profile game like this can generate the interest of some big-time schools, and this stadium is loaded with coaches from powerhouse programs. LSU, Clemson, Oklahoma, you name it, they're here. From the gun, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Douglas shut that down. Looking to convert once again. Here's 3rd and 9.
Let him know.
Shotgun snap. Here's Knight. And that drops incomplete. So now they're looking at a 4th down. I mentioned a few colleges earlier with recruiters in attendance. My guy Reggie gave me a list with a few more names on it, and you know it's a heavyweight matchup when you've got schools like Oregon, Florida, and Southern California among the fans here today. So the Dragons are lined up now. And let's be honest, the playbook should take advantage of the way QB2 is reading the D and making great decisions. And this drive starts off on the wrong foot. A delay of game sends them backwards.
What was that, Russ?
So the verdict's been delivered. And no surprises here as they accept the penalty. Here come the Dragons to start the drive. And all eyes are on QB2 as he gets set for this drive. I think every smartphone in the stands is pointed at that young man. There's room to run. 20, 10, touchdown! Sammy Hawk, a showcase highlight for years to come. Myers is on now for the PAT. And he gets it to go. The score now, 49-7. Still leading by a comfortable margin. Here comes the kick. Fielded at the 6. And he's tackled at the 26-yard line. So the Hawks are lined up now. Let's see what the future holds on 1st and 10. They start the drive here with Grove. Oh, but he coughs it up. And now it's out of bounds. The defense knocked it loose, but could not take it away. They'll go with the run. And they'll take him down at the 42. Gotta share a quick story. All right, so I'm making my way to the press box before the game, and who do I see? But the dog father himself, Snoop Dogg. And he's seeking out QB2. But here's the thing. Snoop is a diehard Hawks fan, which tells you just how magnetic QB2 really is. They come out 5 wide, 3 to the right. They snap the ball. Fires quickly, and that's complete. And he moves the chains. First down.
Come on, boy. Come on.
Getting ready for the shotgun snap. Here's Knight. In the red zone, looking to throw. And he makes the catch. Now he's taken down. The completion, good for 3, bringing up 2nd down. Shotgun look. He'll throw again. And it's incomplete, so we're looking at 3rd down. As we near the end of the half, here's 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, looking to fire. Now he finds his target on the out route. Oh, I think he stepped out just shy of the marker. Yeah, he did. And some frustration now leading to this 4th down. Sutherland's kick is good. And they put 3 on the board. Everyone's lined up, ready for the kick. It's taken at the 1. And that's a solid effort on the return as the offense heads onto the field. Fakes to Hawk and looks to pass. Now he moves out of the pocket. Spins out of it. And that's a tremendous run to lead off the drive. From 1st down to 1st down. Complete to Maddox. Now he's brought down. It's 2 yards on the completion there. That'll bring up 2nd down. One last try before the break. Throws left, it's complete. And he's down at the 30. So, after a one-sided first half, it's the Dragons in control. And when we return, even more of this clash between two top teams. As we get set for the kick, the second half is about to get started. Following that costly score, the Hawks are back to receive. Caught in the end zone, and this will be a touchback as he drops to one knee. Lined up in the shotgun. Play action, here's Knight. Pressure comes, and down he goes. One last thought on Snoop, you know, he's a Southern California guy, Long Beach, if I'm not mistaken. And I wonder if he wasn't whispering in QB2's ear about the Trojans, right? I mean, who knows, but I wouldn't be surprised. And he'll move his way forward to the 24-yard line. Getting ready for the shotgun snap. Here's Knight. Drops back to throw here on third. A quick hitter for the completion. And he's out of bounds at the 26-yard line. With the Hawks lined up to punt and down big, I can't help but think of that stat I highlighted earlier. The one about Braxton Knight and how he hasn't faced a double-digit deficit since the middle of last season. Woof. Talk about jinxing a kid. This has been tough to watch. Lined up behind QB2. They go play action. Now he's forced out of the pocket. And he'll scoot his way forward for a solid gain. Naturally, people across the football landscape are sharing their thoughts on where they think QB2 will go to college. Some think Miami, others insist it's Texas. But I can tell you this, I am beyond confident his decision will be the top thing trending on signing day. Just short of the marker, it's 2nd and 1.
Let's go, D, tighten up.
Hawk gets his first carry of this second half. And he's not able to pick up anything on the play, so they're left with a 3rd and 1. You know, going back to signing day, I got to say, despite the crazy number of people who came out to see QB2 in person here today, there are so many more following him on social media, waiting on any kind of announcement. Truly, the level of interest is like nothing I've ever seen. One running back look with 3 tight ends on the field. Off play action. And that'll be caught along the left sideline. And he's tackled at the 2-yard line. Both sides dig in for this first and goal. Grabs the snap, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Dragons! They are running away with this game. Myers now to add the extra point. And he knocks it through. Following the touchdown, the Dragons are ready to kick it away. This is fielded deep in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as he drops to one knee for the touchback. Getting ready for the shotgun snap. Here's Knight. Off the play fake. High ball. So let me just take a moment to say here, when you stand next to some of these young men as I have, they look ready size-wise for the next level. I mean, some of these kids are huge. And he's not able to come down with it. Third down on the way. With a country mile in front of them, here's third and long. Out of the gun, it's Knight. He's going deep for Monroe, and they're unable to make the connection. So here comes fourth down. I mentioned it a little bit earlier, the size of some of these kids. Just take a look at Kelvin Thrash, number 87, the Hawks tight end. He could suit up for a primetime college game tomorrow, no problem, and not get thrown around. Washington fields it. And he moves the ball forward, but not a lot on this return. One running back look with three tight ends on the field. Throwing to start the drive. Here's QB2. Looking deep for Matthews. And he's got it. And he's taken down at the 30-yard line. On first down, back to pass. Matthews is wide open for the catch. And he's inside the 10 as he picks up the first down. Now 9 yards from the end zone. It's first and goal. QB2 looks downfield. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Dragons! Tommy Matthews adds another score in his return. It's a legend in the making. And the kick is good. Here comes the kick. Fielded in the end zone, and he'll take a knee for the touchback. Opening play of this drive for the Hawks, and they really need Braxton Knight to flip a switch and march this offense down the field for points. The drive begins on the ground with Grove. And they'll take him down after a nice pickup. A gain of 4 on the play. And now it's 2nd and 6. Scans the field. He finds Thrash. And he picks up the first down. Whistle blows to signal the end of the third quarter. We'll be back shortly with the final stanza of the Midwest Prep Showcase. Looking to throw, here's Knight. And they're unable to hook up on that play. Here comes 2nd down. Wanting nothing more than a score. Here's 2nd down. Still looking to throw, it's Knight. And it's incomplete, so we're looking at 3rd down. incomplete pass on second down. It's third down. Drops back again. And that drops incomplete. So now they're looking at a fourth down. And so the Hawks are ready to punt it away. And here's the kick. And that's not what he intended as the ball goes into the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Dragons to start the drive, and they've got a sizable advantage on the scoreboard. He's back to pass. Airing it out for Matthews. They're up, and he makes the contested grab. And he's taken down at midfield. They'll throw from the 50. Deep throw for Matthews. That's caught deep in Hawks territory. And he's tackled at the 12.
I told you, I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere.
Following that tremendous play, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, here's QB2. And no hesitation, gets it off, but he can't make the connection. Still 10 yards to go after that incompletion on first. Once more on second down, here's QB2. That's caught at the 2. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Dragons. Tommy Matthews' 3rd score of the game, and this comeback is now legendary. Here's Myers now for the extra point. And he puts it through. Still ahead by a wide margin. They're lined up for the return. Fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down after finding a bit of room up the field. First play of the drive for the Hawks. And to be honest, all hope seems lost, but these kids continue to show some heart. Knight looks downfield, throws into the flat for Grove. Oh, what a hit. I think he knocked him back to home room. All right, so following the short gain, here's second down. Now they'll throw from the gun. Looks to his right. It's complete. Tackled as he pulls in the ball. Not a lot on that reception as it brings up third down. The defense looks like they're expecting a throw. Out of the gun on third. An extraordinary catch by Monroe. A 24-yard gain, and that's a first down and then some. Working now from the far side of the logo. It's first down. From the gun, it's Knight. And they can't make the connection, so it'll be second down. Following the incomplete pass on first down, here's 2nd and 10. He'll try again as he drops back. And he makes the grab. And he'll be marked out at the 47-yard line. Needing something positive. Here's 3rd and long. Looks to throw out of the shotgun. To thrash in space. Oh, and a big-time hit knocks him flat on his back. 18 yards gained. Good for a new set of downs. Shotgun look. Back to pass on first down. Oh, no, he coughs it up. And the Dragons take possession. They closed in on that ball quickly. The Dragons send out their offense, and they are very much in control of this game. Going long distance for Matthews. He makes the catch, and he does it again. Touchdown. Tommy Matthews. And his mom, she's going crazy right now. Her son's having an incredible game. It's up, and it's good. Let's go! Let's go! Needing a score on this drive, here comes the kick. He fields it at the 2. And he's brought down at the 24-yard line. Playing for nothing but pride at this point. It's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Here's Knight. And they're unable to hook up on that play. Here comes 2nd down. Still 10 yards to go after that incompletion on first. Again on 2nd down, it's Knight. Quick, the ball's loose, and the defense takes possession. They flip the field with some great playmaking. Here come the Dragons to start the drive, and they've got to just be thrilled to begin this drive on the plus side of the field.
Oh, that's the way to run
And
it, boy.
he's across the chalk. Touchdown. Sammy Hawk. And his celebration begins. He is feeling it. And the point after attempt is good.
Here we go.
Giving up the touchdown, the Hawks are back to receive. He fields it at the 8. And he's taken down at the 28. The Hawks send out their offense. And they're playing for pride at this point. Their deficit a considerable one. Throwing to start the drive. Here's Knight. A short throw complete to his tight end. And he'll be marked out at the 31. A pickup of 3 on the play. So it'll be 2nd and 7. Getting ready for the shotgun snap. Here's Knight. Back to pass on 2nd down. And that'll wind up incomplete. C.J. Cole, the intended target on the play. Following that incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Get ready. Get ready.
Out of the gun, they'll throw. And they're unable to make the connection, so here comes 4th down. So following a drive that came and went, here's the punt after a 3-and-out. And he sends it away. Here's Washington. And he stopped at the 27. We are under 2 minutes in the final quarter. Trying to chew up some clock. They give it to Hawk. And he's brought down after a nice gain on the play. A pickup of 4 on the play. And now it's 2nd and 6. Hawks lined up in the backfield. Fakes the handoff. Play action. Matthews is wide open. A 21-yard gain and a first down and much, much more. The fake to Hawk. QB2 to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Took a shot as he let that one go. Still 10 yards to go after that incompletion on first. Breaks free. Sending it downfield for Matthews. And that is caught. Touchdown, Dragons. Tommy Matthews. He's putting on a show here today. Wow. And he gets it to go. Ready now for the kick. Fielded at the 18. And he's stopped at the 32-yard line. So the Hawks are lined up now. And to be honest, all hope seems lost. But these kids continue to show some heart. Oh, look, the ball's loose. And the Dragons take possession. They closed in on that ball quickly. The Dragons take over on offense. And they've got a sizable advantage on the scoreboard. Surveys the field. And that'll drop incomplete. He took the hit as he threw it. One running back look with 3 tight ends on the field. And that was dangerously close to being intercepted. But the drive stays alive. 0 progress on this drive thus far. Looking to pass. Oh, interesting call here. They're going to keep the punt team on the sideline for this 4th down. This is caught at the 10. And he's got the first down just outside the end zone. Timeout called by the Dragons. Likely the last one of this game. Back after a quick break. Here's QB2. It's caught. Touchdown, Dragons. And that should seal the deal. Now to dot the I and cross the T. And that should do it. The coaches are struggling to keep their players from running onto the field, but even they're having a tough time containing their excitement. Following the touchdown, the Dragons are ready to kick it away. Following the fumble recovery, here's Knight. The desperation heave. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And they'll have it at the 28-yard line. And that will do it. The Dragons win the showcase. On behalf of everyone at EA Sports, I'm Kevin Connors, signing off.
this question is for both of you. What trait do you think will give you the edge at the next level?
I feel like when I get in the zone, I can whip the ball all over the yard, and really, there's no one that can do anything about it.
Yeah. I'm sure I deserve a little credit, though, there. I mean, I am the one going up and hauling in those duds.
True.
But seriously, though, the past 2 years have really put things into perspective for me, and thanks to this guy, I'm just fortunate enough to have the opportunity to go to college and further my football career.
Wow, okay, gang. I think that puts us in a great place to go ahead and find out where these two are going. All right, gents, who wants to go first?
I want you to have the honors. It's the least I could do for all you've done for me.
All right.
Oh, wow, man. Wow, so the decision is made. Tell us, when it came down to it, what led to this choice?
Well, there's been a lot of elite talent that have walked those halls, and I'd love to add my name to that storied list. Plus, the opportunity to play for a legend like Coach Miller is too much of a draw. And he's a guy that's had a ton of success with the school, and nothing else. I think there's a lot I can learn from him.
All right. All right, Tommy. What you got for us?
Let's see. Who's it gonna be?
Whoa, Tommy, same question.
Well, isn't it obvious? I mean, Batman needs his Robin, and can't break up this dynamic duo. But in this case, I'm Batman and you're Robin. I never said I wouldn't try to win back my old position, did I?
More details rolling in, everybody. On today's crazy news, Coach Miller is stepping down from his illustrious college coaching career, and in his place, the school is promoting hotshot defensive coordinator Red O'Brien. Now, Coach O'Brien has been all the rage for quite some time, sitting at the top of a ton of schools' shortlists for head coaching gigs, but it sure looks like he's just going to stay put and take over the entire program. But what I really want to know is what it's going to mean for everyone's favorite dynamic duo, the Heartbreak Kids.
I know you've both been sitting patiently for the past 2 years, waiting for your shot, so I made a decision. Neither one of you will be starting.
What do you mean? We've done everything that you asked of us.
How many of those do you guys have? Now, as I was saying, neither of you will be starting, but both of you will be playing.
Coach, I'm sorry, but I'm not switching positions.
I'm not asking you to switch positions. You both get reps at QB. This is a defense-first team now, so I don't need your Heartbreak Kids nonsense. All I need is for one of you to manage things and make sure the offense doesn't give the game away, because my defense certainly won't. Understand?
But you've seen what we did in high school.
I don't care what the Heartbreak Kids did 2 years ago, son. I'm more concerned what you can do now in college and winning a lot more of these. So I'm gonna rotate you guys. I'm gonna stick with the hot hand until I see what I can get out of one of you. And you'll start the first half. If you do well enough, you'll stay in. If not, we'll see what Tommy's got.
Coach, you can't be serious.
You two are competitors, right? Well, that's how you're gonna have to approach this, as a competition. Now go on, get out of here.
Well, there is no hint of fall here on this hot and humid Saturday afternoon. Students and alumni have made the early season pilgrimage to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami for the season-opening kickoff classic on EA Sports. It's the home state Florida Gators taking on the Clemson Tigers. College football is back here on EA Sports. The new season underway here in Miami. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up second.
Off play action. Reeves.
At the 24-yard line.
Simpson reels it in over the middle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A first down there on a pickup of 25. These college offenses, Charles, so wide open. And there's an example right there that we just saw. And let me ask you, how does a college offense differ from an NFL offense, or does it?
Well, it still does, Brandon, because NFL offenses, while they're continuing to embrace what the colleges are giving them more and more, they're still not playing as fast as a general rule. You know, most college offenses will run about 15 plays per game more than NFL offenses will.
And he will score. Touchdown, Clemson. An 11-yard touchdown. And Clemson has taken the early lead. Well, Coach O'Brien, he could not have asked for a better start for this offense, getting a score on their opening possession. And I guess maybe that justifies the call he made with which quarterback to start.
I'm just wondering, from everything we heard this offseason, what do you think, partner? Did he flip a coin about who would start at quarterback, or did he really evaluate them in the preseason? But look, that first drive, first career start against a big-time opponent, packed stadium, noise coming from everywhere. How about how he handled this? Took the team right downfield, put 6 on the board, and how about the statement of Tommy Matthews on the sideline? He's telling him, this is my job to lose.
1st and 10, Florida. And right away, he lost the football. It's going the other way.
Kent Ellington, the ball carrier.
Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
A gain of 3, second down. You know, Charles, you and I get to call, and he will take this in for a Clemson touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run. And Clemson tacks on to their lead. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Ellington. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
That's good for another Florida first down.
Here's Jennings. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Second
from the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Complete to Ty Golladay.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
It's hauled in by Ellington. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. On the ground, Ellington. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Ball carrier.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now Ellington. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Mitchell Ray.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Yard attempt. That's the end of the first quarter with the score, Tigers 14, Gators nothing.
Now White throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. That 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. And Henry gets the call there on first down as he pushes his way forward. A pickup of about 5.
Down at the 33-yard
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Reeves going up top for Miller. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
Loss on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Reeves. He finds an open man. Simpson. And he will score. Touchdown Clemson. Donnie Simpson. 51 yards. And Clemson tacks on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they had scored every time when they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the defense. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the shotgun, here's White toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 3rd down, it's Jennings, and he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were.
2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, it's Jennings. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's good.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's White. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
White's pass.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully. Second down and goal. White. And
his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he's locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
White now, going to throw on 3rd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Reeves, flush to his right. Oh, another great move. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. That play right there, Charles, that is a prime example of why Coach O'Brien likes this young quarterback on the field, his ability to scramble.
And you talk about the ability to scramble, move his feet, quarterback run plays, you name it. Everything is in the playbook now when he comes on the field. And that's what you like because you know Coach O'Brien's background is defense.
And he will score. Touchdown, Clemson. I'll tell you what, a pretty special performance for his first ever start, now with 3 touchdown passes.
Well, that's not a bad number to get things going, is it? Because, let's face it, we had our attention on him coming into this game. He's fully captivated us now. With every score, I think he's making his case to stay as the starting quarterback and not get involved in a rotation system.
So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. White. Now White lost the football. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it. They came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that.
At the 14-yard line.
And he will score. Touchdown, Clemson. A 14-yard touchdown. And Clemson tacks on to their lead. And that's now his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And boy, this has been quite a performance for the junior, as we remind you, getting his first ever college start.
And this has really been an amazing story because ordinarily, when a junior's making his first start, he's had a few reps along the way prior to it, but in this case, the number is 0. So this is almost off the charts. They were watching him make his first start as a junior, and already he's thrown 4 touchdown passes in this game. This is absolutely amazing.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Yeah, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On 2nd down now. It's Jennings, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again. As
This
his
game
nightmare
is so
afternoon
weird. I'm literally
continues.
trying to
That'll wind up as a
let
loss
them
on the
score.
play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
3rd and 12.
He keeps running the ball like a fucking idiot.
From the gun, White. That's taken in by the tight end Perkins. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida. A big play there. 79 yards. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
At their own 20.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. They begin with Henry. Powers through. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's the option. Muscles him off. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
3-yard line.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to...
And he loses the football a 2nd time.
Recovered by Clemson.
Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
I'm literally trying to make this a quick game.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that had far too much air under it. It's out of the back of the end zone. And the football will come out to the 20-yard line. The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now.
A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 28. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They 15 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
I tell you, you look around the college football landscape, there's some really good running backs this year. The draft projections really littered with that crop of players, and we've got a couple of them in our game here this afternoon.
And I'm glad that you pointed that out, partner, because we always talk about the guys who throw the football and the guys who catch the ball, but the runners are still vital. And that was a pretty good run right there. A good illustration of what he can do. And they're counting on those kind of runs to help them win their conference, because you and I both know.
And oh my goodness, he loses it again.
The play recovered by the Tigers.
And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
Kick is good.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At their own 37-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
I'm going to give him
Take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. White. Smith catches left side. And down to the 15. It's a big play there. 48 yards. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. 9 yards.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Throwing on 2nd and long. White under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack, but he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's
Throw it.
Pressure too great, and he goes down once more. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
He ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The quarterback forced out of bounds and sacked.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
Charles, here we are in the 4th quarter, and they've got a pretty comfortable lead here. You know, Coach O'Brien, as we talked about, he made those statements about his plans to possibly rotate the quarterbacks, but we have not seen any sign of Tommy Matthews.
And we certainly expected to see him. Look, you and I both sat in there and partnered with Coach O'Brien, and he indicated that he planned to rotate quarterbacks to find out what he had. But with the play that he's seen here, he's like any head coach. He reserves the right to change his mind. And maybe he knew a little bit more than he was willing to tell us. That maybe Tommy Matthews isn't exactly in his favor, especially considering the lead they have now, and he still hasn't gone to the bench.
So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Here's White on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game.
And through an opening, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida. A big play there. 74 yards. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
The onside kick recovered by the receiver.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Taken at about the 36. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now White. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. And that's caught by Smith. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida. Lincoln Smith, 63 yards. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit.
Point conversion.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to... And he will score. Touchdown, Florida. Lakin Smith, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible two-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for two here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all three timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So out comes the field goal team once more. This to make it a two-score game. And his kick is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now, because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. To try again after the sack. White. He hits Beasley right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida. A big play there. 47 yards. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So they needed the onside kick. They got it. Now they need a field goal.
And that's the beauty of this. They don't have to get 6. A field goal ties the ball game for them. Nicely executed play.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
This is Allington. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
A 54-yard attempt.
And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. And this one's high, but not very far. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Perkins. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Very much in range for a tying field goal as they hurry to the line. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they got themselves in position to at least entertain the thoughts of an overtime, but as it turns out, it was not meant to be, Charles.
And you feel bad for a kicker in this spot. He's going to have to shoulder a lot of the blame, but in reality, this will be a team loss. They didn't do enough collectively to...
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Clemson. A big play there. 67 yards.
So things got off to a solid start. But after several weeks, you and Tommy had rotated quite a bit. Reminiscent of Michigan when Tom Brady and Drew Henson split snaps. That had to be frustrating for you both.
Some huge
Wake up.
news to get to, and none more intriguing.
What are these dishes doing at my feet?
Because it's time for you to start cleaning up your crap. These dishes have been lying in the sink for almost 2 weeks. I mean, look at this place. It's a disaster. You're leaving everything laying around. It's ridiculous.
Who crawled up your butt and died?
You.
Gross.
Hey, get up, man. I want to watch some TV. You've been laying out here all morning.
What's got you two all riled up?
Just turn up the volume, would you?
The Heartbreak Kids have gone from sensational dynamic duo to a sudden two-headed monster, and boy, this is an ugly one.
Hey, I thought I played pretty good out there.
This team still has not found its identity, and I know that Coach O'Brien claims that his two-quarterback system is matchup based, but I gotta tell you, it sure looks like he still doesn't have a clue what's going on. As Coach Madden famously once said, if you've got two quarterbacks, you've got none. And right now, I gotta tell you, man, Coach O'Brien's indecisiveness with the most important position on the team is only gonna lead to problems on the field.
The answer is simple. Just start me.
That would make the situation worse. I mean, the team plays better when I'm on the field. Everybody knows that.
If I could just get into a rhythm, I'd be fine. Last thing I need is to be worrying about you breathing down my neck if I make one mistake.
Well, you better believe it that I'll be there when you do.
Okay, I see what's going on here, guys.
I don't know what made you follow me here and try to win back your old position. I mean, you could have just kept the Heartbreak Kids going, or you could have went your own route on another team. But you decided to what? Come here and punish me? Is that it?
What are you talking about? You're the one who showed up and stole what was mine in the first place, okay? I'm supposed to be Batman, you're Robin.
This whole thing again? Are you dumb? Yeah, I didn't take anything from you. Your body took it from you. Look, Tommy, I'm sorry.
No.
Nah, fuck that.
I'm just gonna leave.
Peace.
I don't know what his problem is.
You gotta go talk to him, man. Go
No, I
clear the
don't.
air.
He's the one with the problem. Look, if he wants to talk, he can come find me.
Jumping fiddlesticks.
This college football season has been a fun and wild one, and we are now down to 4 as EA Sports is proud to welcome you to AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. This afternoon, it's the first of our college football playoff semifinal matchups, as we'll see the Texas Longhorns taking on the Clemson Tigers. For the right to play for a national championship next Monday night in Santa Clara, we are underway from Arlington in the national playoff semifinal. Well, a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Fights off the defender, and down he goes, but he takes it out to the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
This old adage, partner, don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes a mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
There he goes, right side. That's all you got. And he will take this in for a Clemson touchdown. DeAndre Jewell, 60 yards. And Clemson has taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
It'll be Warner on first down. Now he's flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 50-yard line.
On 2nd down, Martin. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
4A. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Martin. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On 2nd down, it's Martin, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Made at the 38.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone earlier in the down and distance count.
He'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
On 2nd down now, it's Martin. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Warner from the gun. That is caught for a Longhorns touchdown from 6 yards away. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Set them back 5. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. After the penalty, it's Henry. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A 2-yard loss on the play.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. The Clemson punter out there now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. These two teams all tied after 1. Martin, the return. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. And now loose football, fumble. Martin lost it. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
He'll try and sneak it here. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. He'll go with a keeper, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So he gets absolutely nothing out of that sneak, and now it's 4th down. Here we go on 4th down.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now he's going to bring up 4th down.
He needed 2. He only got 1. And as a result, possession switches hands. The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive. They start the drive with Martin. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Warner. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Warner's pass intended for
and that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll give to Martin here, out of the gun. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there.
Now Rivers hit, and he loses it. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. On 1st down, Jewell. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. Charles, score all tied up here in the 2nd quarter. I'm just wondering, and I think a lot of the fans are too, you got Tommy Matthews over on that sideline. Think there is maybe any chance we see him in the 2nd half?
Well, I think, partner, when it comes to Coach O'Brien's quarterback choices, there's really no telling. But let's go ahead and take a look into that crystal ball. You and I do this together, right? I do think if this kid can grab the lead, or at least keep it tied here at the half, he'll probably take the field in the 3rd quarter. But you and I both know, Tommy Matthews chomping at the bit to get into this game.
A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. About set for their next drive. The Texas
I just want to keep it a close game.
The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun. His throw incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd down, it's Pierce. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
At the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Warner. And his throw is incomplete.
Intended for number 20.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Walker. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. To throw on 3rd down, Warner. And he locates Walker complete. Now the ball comes loose, and defense has come up with it. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Halftime in Arling, and a good one. Low scoring, all tied at 7 apiece.
They only score because I let them score.
The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the 2nd half of this semifinal matchup. And now, if I can
I'm trying to read what's going on down to the far sideline. It would appear we're going to get a change at quarterback as Tommy Matthews looks like he's going to enter this ball game.
Good.
You all right?
I'll be fine.
I was you last week. I know exactly what you're going through.
You didn't have to sit through this championship game, though.
No, but I did sit out our first state title game. That wasn't easy to do.
For all I know, this could be my only shot at it.
Then I guess we'll just have to do this all over again next season, huh?
Good luck out there tonight.
Thanks.
Who rained on your parade, Little Miss Sunshine?
I am not in the mood for this right now.
It's because you're not playing, I take it.
Like I haven't had a bad enough day already. Now I have to deal with you?
I know you're upset. That dude Tommy's your brother. And brothers should always have each other's backs. And wipe that sourpuss look off your face. It's game time.
We crown a champion tonight here at Levine Stadium in Santa Clara for the College Football Playoff National Championship game, as we'll see the Oregon Ducks taking on the Clemson Tigers.
You okay, son?
Yeah, Coach, I just...
Tommy. You all right, Tommy? We need some help over here! Hurry!
You got my back, right?
Of course. Always.
Then go out there and finish this thing.
One shot. That's all any of us ever really gets. Waited my whole life for one shot at being a head coach. And here I am. This is your one shot to go out there and show the world who you are. Are you the guy who's going to lead this team to victory? Or are you going to be remembered as the guy who got caught up in the moment and let it all slip away? I know you're worried about Tommy. Sure, we all are. But this is your one moment. Now get after it, son. Get some.
Well, the pressure perhaps getting to this young quarterback. Clemson trails at the break. Back now in this national championship game and what has been a tough defensive battle. And as we get ready for the second half kickoff, worth noting that Tommy Matthews does not appear to have exited the locker room with his team. And we'll keep you updated as we receive more information. The Ducks come up now, 1st and 10. They start out with a run by Ferguson. And it's a fumble.
Malcolm Ferguson, the ball carrier.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Ball carrier. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Working out of the gun, it's Barrett. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Barrett. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this will be scooped up by the defense.
Barrett's pass complete.
There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st down, Reeves. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
From the gun on 3rd down, Reeves. Throw left side complete. That's Simpson. And he will score. Touchdown Clemson from 21 yards away. And Clemson has taken the lead. After the departure of Tommy Matthews at the half, the offense able to regroup and put the football in the end zone.
Yeah, that's something they couldn't accomplish in the first 2 quarters of this game. So finally, finding their way downfield. I think Coach Red O'Brien, he hadn't shown a preference for either quarterback. But this kid who's out there right now, one thing we know about him, he's a fighter.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I was just going to say that, Charles. He's a fighter, and he does have plenty of upside. We know that he can lead. You and I sitting with him this week, didn't you just see a guy who could step into any locker room and control the presence of his teammates?
Well, I just remember when we left that room, you said 2 things to me. I think this kid's going to be poised under pressure, and to me, he's a natural leader, and I concur with both of those statements.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Right back to Ferguson. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. A gain there of 21 yards. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, here's Barrett. Complete to Myers, the tight end. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they've got it.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. 20. Wide open receiver complete. And he will score. Touchdown Clemson. A big play there. 49 yards. And Clemson tacks on to their lead.
Well, since he's coming to the game at quarterback, 2 trips into the end zone, and this offense starting to look remarkably relaxed.
I love that description because it's evident to me, and it's evident to everyone watching, and now everyone's getting the memo. He's not a backup. He's played just as much as Matthews has this season.
Yeah, that's the thing, Charles. There's the old adage of if you have 2 quarterbacks, you have none. Well, I think they're taking that script and throwing it right out the window because they're saying we've got 2 quarterbacks, and we like them both.
I love the way you just said that. Not in this case does the old adage hold up. I think we've got a new one. They feel like they've got 2 good quarterbacks, and the offense should respond no matter who's on the field.
Exactly. Breaks through and nothing but daylight ahead. And I think the ball's out. It's going the other way.
Barrett on the keeper.
And that one quickly went from a big play for the offense, I thought may go the distance, to a big play for the defense.
And how about the emotions for the defense on that play? It broke big. It was going to be an absolute disaster for them, and it turns out they end up with the football. I don't know that they're exactly celebrating. Definitely plenty of relief, though.
25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that second level and third, and that's what they were able to exploit.
With the score.
Back now here on EA Sports as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Flushed out right. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
This is caught, and he'll be out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back to back.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Clemson. Downey Simpson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And Clemson tacks on to their lead. Remember, Charles, with Tommy Matthews under center, they weren't able to get the ball into the end zone. They had a single field goal, but he exits the game at half. And this offense since then, they've been on fire. That's the 3rd touchdown in this 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm sorry I jumped in there on you there, partner, but you're exactly right. I was thinking the same thing you were. On fire. 3rd touchdown this 2nd half. He's taking his offense and squarely put it on his back, and he is actually carrying them.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the defense.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, and he will score. Touchdown, Clemson. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff position? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. Taken in at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. A fairly short kick from the 14. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Ducks take over 1st and 10.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra.
Anderson loses the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really...
A man is caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Here's 1st and goal, Clemson.
1st and goal
from the gun. Reeves. And that is caught. Touchdown, Clemson. Donnie Simpson there to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on.
For the extra point.
The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. And, oh, that's what he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Operating from the gun, Barrett. And caught by Cameron right side. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. To throw is Barrett. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Barrett. And that is incomplete.
Barrett's pass.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
For Oregon.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline. And
it got his man complete. Past the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Clemson. Donnie Simpson taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game,
carry it with them from week to week and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because
the ball comes out, and this will be scooped up by the defense. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Operating from the gun, Barrett. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
That's a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Clemson. From 10 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
1st and 10. At their own 35-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Barrett. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's going the other way. There he goes left side. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring them indeed with that score alone. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds. So that one will be accepted. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Operating from the gun, Barrett. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up.
And a loose football. And this is picked up by the defense.
Complete. A fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense.
1st and 10 now for Clemson. That one looks like he'll throw here. Going deep this time for Miller.
Do what we do. Do what we do.
And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And that is caught. Touchdown, Clemson. Jay on Whiteside. There to make the grab. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away.
Well, why would you not
taking it about the one? And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over at 1st and 10.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day? And he lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way.
Oh, yeah.
And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. This defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring them indeed with that score alone. They changed quarterback. And celebration time on that sideline. It took a change at quarterback. His thoughts will turn to the condition of Tommy Matthews. But for now, jubilation as they are the national champions.
Well, Tommy's injury certainly was a setback. But the bond that these two kids have is really strong. And although only one of the Heartbreak Kids was out there in the second half, Tommy's spirit was with him, and I believe.
You here for Mr. Matthews?
The hoodie gave it away?
He's stable. But we're only allowing family to go back right now.
That's great, because he's my brother.
I'm proud of what he's accomplished this season.
I think there's only one individual on everyone's mindset. This one is for my brother, Tommy Matthews.
You think that's something? You should see it in person.
Oh, man. That's so cool. Thanks so much for coming and bringing this.
You kidding me? I wouldn't miss this for anything. Coach and the guys sent their best. They waited as long as they could, but no one knew when you might wake up, so they had to catch their flights back. I told Coach I wasn't about to split up the Heartbreak Kids, so I stayed behind. Make sure you're all right.
Thanks, man. I'm just glad you're here.
But hey, they did leave you the trophy. They wanted to make sure you had it when you woke up. How are you feeling, buddy?
Like a sack of crap.
It's funny, because that's exactly what I was going to say you look like.
Hey, man. Promise me one thing.
Anything.
That you'll come back next year and we can win the championship together.
Next year? Let's just focus on getting you healthy. One day at a time, right?
Yeah. Doc said I shouldn't overdo it.
She said what caused all this?
Yeah. Something about the stress from my filthy roommate leaving his dishes lying around the apartment. She said if it weren't for that, I'd be the pinnacle of health.
Please.
Hey, seriously. You gotta start cleaning up after yourself. It's ridiculous.
Really? Right now?
Mr. Asshole.
Is that him? He's an hour early. Coach?
Don't look too disappointed.
No, I was just expecting Tommy. Come in. Care for a cupcake?
No, thanks.
So, you here for the party?
No, give me a minute. Okay, Coach. Actually, I'm I'm here to talk to you about next season.
Yeah, sure, talk away.
It was something you said at the start of the season earlier. It really stuck with me. It's
something good, I hope?
Well, it was something you said about treat your men like your beloved sons, and they'll follow you into the deepest valley. And that really got me. It got me thinking about the way I treat you boys, and I wasn't being fair to you, and Tommy for that matter, or the team.
Wow, Coach, I really appreciate that.
All that being said, I wanted to go into the off-season with everyone on the same page. I figured the best way that we could do that would be to announce a starter. Tommy's gonna be our starter.
But how could you possibly make that decision after the title game? Is Tommy even gonna be able to play?
Yeah, I spoke with his doctor. Valve replacement surgery was great. He's gonna be right as rain.
Just don't understand.
I know this is hard for you. It's hard for you to process, and I hope you believe me when I say that I take no joy in making this decision. But I stand firmly behind it because, frankly, Tommy's a better fit for the offense.
Okay.
Well, what does this mean for me?
Well, it
trade me.
It means that you are at a monumental crossroads in your life. You've got two choices. You can enter the draft. Based on what you did last year, I'd say you'd be lucky to get picked in the 3rd round. But realistically, you're looking at a late round selection, if at all.
Jeez, don't sugarcoat it for me.
Well, I'm trying to be open and honest with you from this moment forward. I'm giving it to you as I would my own beloved son.
And my other choice?
Move
The
colleges.
way I see it, you got too much raw athleticism to waste sitting on the bench. Your talent is a true gift. And it's one that I'm going to give you the opportunity to show it to the world.
I want to be a wide receiver.
And how's that?
To be a wide receiver.
You get to pick a new position on offense. And
Yes!
Your heartbreak kids think go.
Yes! 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 Yes!
Well,
Yes! Yes!
Tommy's already tried recruiting me to come
Yes,
back so we
yes,
can win the
yes,
title
yes,
together.
yes, 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 yes.
Plus, he did switch positions
Wide
once,
motherfucking
and
receiver,
see how well that worked
bitch.
out
That's
for
all I
him.
fucking wanted. I don't want to play
guess
no
I can
other
try too.
position.
The Heartbreak Kids are back, baby.
I love you too, Gitch.
Was he eavesdropping?
Yeah. Well
Always.
done. He's like, what?
I'm not sure what's more strange, that interaction or the general cleanliness of this apartment.
Cupcake.
It wasn't an easy decision at the time, but I don't regret it for a second.
At all.
Of course, everyone's first thought was, where am I going to play?
Whose game would you say you mirror? Well, I'm physical, but I'm a slot. Yeah, Michael Thomas, bro, for real. What do you think your greatest ability is? Best under pressure unlocks double me. This is what I wanted,
It
bro.
felt
I'm
good.
just
Telling everyone I was
on
sticking around and
why
Tommy
they-
and I were gonna play together.
I'm confused on why
The
they
next
didn't
question was,
voice those.
did it actually work out?
Pretty drastic turn of events for Coach O'Brien's program. I mean, the defensive pantry has been pretty much left dry with most of that elite unit having bolted for the NFL. But today, Coach O'Brien revealed a new strategy, and I think it's kind of brilliant. Get both Heartbreak kids on the field at the same time. I mean, it's really a brilliant move. Here's the deal. You got to get all of your talented players on the field at once. Certainly if they're going to rely on the offense for a change to be the strength of this team if they're planning on making another run at it.
All right, then, show me what you got. Let's go.
I'm about to kill these motherfuckers on these routes, boy. Yeah, we're doing.
All right, not bad. We may have something here.
I shouldn't be quarterback though. Still, I don't like that. What's the point there?
Gotta say, I was surprised with the way you guys played that season, and especially considering you switched positions. Plus, Coach O'Brien really came into his own, leading you guys to the verge of the playoff.
I was gonna say about one but I don't wanna be around one
Hard Rock Stadium, folks, it is
wanna be
filled to
around
capacity.
one, I don't wanna
Everybody
be
has been
around one,
waiting for this college football Saturday, and we are just about set to get ready to rock and roll. It's the Clemson Tigers and the Miami Hurricanes. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Shut the fuck. Move!
The Hurricanes now 1st and 10.
Thank you.
The drive starts with a carry by Langford. And They see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 2nd and 12, Daniel, they go screenplay to Langford. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Draw play, Langford. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Matthews. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Wow,
After
okay.
the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Matthews. He's going to go up top again. He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 35. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep, and this is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Clemson. A big play there. 50 yards. And Clemson has taken the early lead. The Heartbreak Kid connection, one finding the other, and they really make it look easy out there.
Oh, it's a special chemistry that they have, isn't it? And look, we go all the way back to their time in high school. Positions may have changed, roles may have changed, but what doesn't change, their friendship, their connection, and understanding where each is going to be on the field, no matter what the situation.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say...
And oh, his first carry, he loses the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Well, Charles, this is kind of interesting to watch because, as you and I remember well, back when they were blue-chip prospects coming into college, it was Matthews on the receiving end of those long passes, so it's kind of a little bit of flip the script here.
Yeah, and I don't know that back then there's...
And he will score. Touchdown, Clemson. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And Clemson tacks on to their lead. Make that now a second connection for the Heartbreak Kids. And we talked about it earlier, Charles. They have a special connection, and it just continues to show.
Hey, I can't help but laugh and smile watching it. It's not because I'm favoring them over their opponent, but just the story is too good, isn't it? High school buddies, change of positions, getting it done here on the biggest level, and the timing on that play. Perfectly run route, perfectly thrown ball. That certainly looks like guys who've known each other for a very long time.
And by the way, we were told 3 of the high school coaches that coach these guys are here in the stadium. You know that they have to be looking down with big smiles on their faces.
No doubt about it.
Back out there for their next offensive drive, the Hurricanes get set. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. to the ground. This time Langford. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes him back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
Brings up 3rd.
Shotgun snap for Daniel. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45.
That's good.
It's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
At the 45-yard line.
This is Langford on 1st and 10. Shedding the tackle. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. And CD, that's the 2nd time this half they put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game, so you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. From the gun, here's Daniel. Caught left side, Gilmore. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Daniel. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end.
Brandon, some of those windows of the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
On 2nd down, it's Woods. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Clemson Tigers 14. Hurricanes nothing.
Now Daniel on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown Miami. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
And that one makes it 14.
See, I was trying to hold him to a field goal, but that shit worked.
Makes the score. Tigers 14.
So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Clemson takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean,
and this is caught at the 20. And he will score. Touchdown Clemson. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And Clemson tacks on to their lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. But one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play.
Now a hit and a loose football.
Making it happen, Campbell. Making it happen.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the kicking team.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. tuck it away, take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Clemson. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And Clemson tacks on to their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They run the counter. It's Woods. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, Daniel. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He's going to be driven down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
A field position changer there. 49 yards on the punt. Couple that with a loss on the return. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. And what a big-time play there. 57 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Clemson.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just
now,
said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
No, what I would
and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that.
And he will score. Touchdown, Clemson. A 24-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. Fielded right around the 8. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to...
And now a fumble. The ball's out. But fortunately, another offensive player quick to react, and they will indeed retain possession. On second down now, it's Woods. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
This will be taken at the 10. Oh, and now he bowls him over. A big seam, and he might go all the way.
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah.
The 20, 10. And he will take this in for a Clemson touchdown.
Partner, the old rules about not fielding punts inside your own 10, those things are way out the window, aren't they?
Yeah, they say put your heels on the 10-yard line, but when you return it, maybe your coach doesn't say anything to you, right?
Yeah, I think a lot of special teams coaches, if they've got a special guy, they'll say, yeah, okay, you can go to the 8. But this one, he really had some guts.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And thee coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But thankfully, this is corralled by the offense, so they will, in fact, hold on to the football. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Operating from the gun, Daniel. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on third down, Daniel trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Rich Norton.
That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Take over first and 10.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33.
Daniel's pass. Intercepted.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over. And that is caught. Touchdown Clemson from 8 yards out. And this offense is running away with this one.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line. That's the end of the first half. With the score, Tigers 63, Hurricanes 7.
Yeah, they legitimately scored that 7 on me.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead. And we resume action here in quarter number 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. The last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road to be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Matthews. He's going to let it go. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Nothing here. Nothing here.
And he will score. Touchdown, Clemson. A big play there. 75 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Face mask. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Takes it at the 7. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 for Miami. They'll try the left side. It's Woods. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And the ball is knocked out, and it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way.
Fumble on the play.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Clemson.
Number 3. Touchdown.
I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. From the 6. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
10 at the 42-yard line.
Daniel now. Under pressure, and down goes Daniel.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz.
And he's going to go down again.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
But this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know.
And the pressure gets to him again.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already
would
down
you
big,
screen pass
and now you know
times
they're just
in a
going to
row?
come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. And it's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Taken in at the 22. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that.
22-yard line.
Yes, I'm a wide receiver. Yes, I'm going to run it up.
The
Yes,
Tiger
I'm going to pass it to
offense
me
ready to get
every
after it one
fucking
more
possession.
time. From the gun, Matthews. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, not catching that. Catch it.
They're trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just...
It's caught
I got
inside
that
the
with one
25.
fucking hand.
Give me some.
And he will score. Touchdown, Clemson. A big play there. 78 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut, and I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right,
I'm good.
We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route, because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost, but sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops, there he goes again.
And they'll try to run the option here. And oh, he coughed it up. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it.
I'm hitting 100 this game.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that is caught. Touchdown, Clemson. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Hurricanes now 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. McDaniel. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
The Miami punter out on the field. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
My controller died.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Now this throw caught left side, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very active.
In trouble, and he's taken down.
A loss of 6 yards. It's 2nd down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
7.
From the gun, Matthews. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards, a 1st down.
1st down, Clemson.
Operating from the gun, Matthews. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting there.
And he will score. Touchdown, Clemson. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Taking it about the 1.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24.
Their own 24-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A throw over the middle, taken in, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the gun, Daniel. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. Now the ball comes loose, and the defense has come up with it. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Clemson. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time, because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. On first down, it's Daniel. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Intended for number 85.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd and 10, Daniel. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Possession.
On 3rd down, Daniel.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
This will be fielded at the 17. And running with power here. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Clemson now with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Matthews looking deep down. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Clemson. A big play there. He flat out can't be stopped. And this offense is running away with this one. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
No, that's all I want to score right there is 111.
So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Hurricanes take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
1st and 10 at the 40.
On 1st and 10, Daniel. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 35.
Intercepted.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, and they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what
no one planned for that. No one.
You're supposed to make throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your
I did
own
not plan
guy.
for that pick.
But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation,
I'm just trying to kill
hasn't paid off
time.
for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
36-yard line.
And they'll try to save the timeouts to use on defense if need be as he runs up and spikes it. To throw on 3rd down. Matthews. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
From the gun, Daniel. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Intended for number 85.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing again is Daniel. That's taken in by Henderson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
1st down.
Daniel throwing again. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to the air. Daniel on 2nd down. Right side catch. Gilmore.
Daniel's back.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Daniel. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
One last throw for Daniel. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
A really solid performance against a ranked opponent as they add a big win to the left-hand column.
Yeah, I'm only running those numbers up because I'm the wide receiver. 111 is kind of unrealistic, but...
Want to talk about a story that's making the rounds, and that's the Heartbreak Kids and their indelible bond. Once again, taking college football center stage at the championship game later on tonight. It has been truly amazing and truly inspirational to watch this amazing journey that these kids have been on from start to finish to this point, showing off their character, their grit, their determination, their heart has been on full display for all of us to behold. And I normally don't say this, but I, for one, will be a heartbreak kid in spirit as they take the field in this big game tonight.
So I'm going to end it here. You guys have a wonderful day. Catch you later.